welcome to the stream. Have mentioned this in a few of my videos. This is going to be massively story character driven. This one, the one I'm doing with my brother, is not going to be that much anymore. I will keep nearly everything the same. Want a better beard though. Got a better beard than that. Do like that. Nice, okay. Right, tattoos. Oh, lovely. You know, I'm going to attempt to play this kind of as a crime lord. Now, actually not quite sure what I'm actually going to play this. This dude's a dude.
The Emperor for the glory of the dynasty.
My supremacy is proven once again. Now that's interesting. Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
I'll see you. I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Do like the pious Mendel's voice. I am going to go with not this. I will be going Blade Dancer. That is the archetype that I'm going to go for. So what do I really need for that? Characteristics, weapon skill and agility, athletics, demolition, and Medicaid. Blade Dancer, raid are swift and deadly masters of the sword, specializing in delivering flurries of rapid strikes, able to sacrifice a part of their health to enhance their close combat. I've lost where I was. Close combat capabilities. Blade Dancer prefer to avoid enemies' attacks either by parrying or dodge, or quickly repositioning before enemy counterattacks. They even have the ability to parry ranged attacks. Okay. So melee swords, movement, dodge and parry. Okay, is there a... I'm sure there's a skill. Is it back on the home world? There's a skill somewhere. I can't remember what it was. Was it Forge World? Imperial? Was it Imperial? Stronger? No, Fortress? There's a... No, that's never stop shooting. Fortune. What's that? There was a characteristic of Wind Beast. There. Every injury rate increases the death. Every injury increases the death will's character's agility and willpower by 5. Every trauma counts as 3 injuries. What is trauma? If the character who has received 3 or more injuries do not heal them in time with medkits, the injuries will become traumas. The number of injuries that causes a trauma may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Trauma reduces the character's resolve and also inflicts additional negative effects, which depends on the specifics of the particular trauma. Traumas can only be removed or fully healed in a rogue trader's private quarters on the fight ship. And an injury. After falling into a trap or receiving damage that exceeds 50% of their total wounds within 1 round, the character will receive a fresh injury. The exact percentage of the wounds a character must lose for this happens to... This happens... me... Fuck's sake. I've only just started drinking, I'm already fucking gone. Right, the exact percentage of wounds a character must lose for this to happen, right, may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you chose. On injuries reduced a character's resolve. So what do? Resolves influences how efficiently and how long characters can fight in battle. It determines the amount of momentum gained right at the beginning of each turn, right, or after killing an enemy. Okay. Injury reduced coverage resolve. If the fresh injury rate is not healed within 3 rounds using a medkit, it will turn into an old injury. You can also get rid of all the injuries with Medkit. However, healing will require an additional Medicaid test. All injuries reduce the character's stats, and if there are more injuries accumulated, they turn into traumas. The number of trauma. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going with this. Death will trust you. Getting more stuff with like axes, hammers. Death will characters have a 50% critical hit chance against targets with the bleeding effect, or 50%, or with 50% or less than the maximum wounds. Lifetime scars. Death will characters suffer. Let's see. Suffer a toughness bonus, less damage from fire, toxic. Okay. So toughness defines rate how easily a character can shrug off pain, as well as how easily you can resist toxins, poisonous, environmental disease, and other physical ailments. It increases the chances of resisting a negative physical effect, and the amount of character wounds for each point of a toughness bonus. Characters gain 10% wounds. This is also right. It represents the ability to resist negative effects applied by some poisons, stimulants, or alcohol. May give access to new dialogue. Okay. Death will characters suffer a minus toughness bonus. See, that doesn't seem right. The Death will character suffers a toughness bonus. Ah, fuck knows. And tenacity once per turn. When a Death will character suffers a stun, blind, mobility effect, this effect is ignored, and they instead gain 20% of the maximum wounds as a temporary wounds. So I'm going Death Will because it's got a few things that I need: strength, toughness, agility. Next, Origin. I think I was going to go with. I'm not quite sure now, because weapon skill is close combat. That does fellowship though. Ballistic skill, toughness, willpower, agility, influence. So it's between these two. This has got athletics, which I need. Don't really need these. Right, maybe see perception and awareness. Like what's the last plan? Once per combat at the line, if the crime lord has at least one stack of sharp fire plan, they do not die from a lethal damage. Instead, they heal 5 times sharp fire plan stacks, their percentage of maximum wounds. Lose all stacks and can no longer gain surefire plan stacks. Contingency plan at the start of their turn. If the crime lord has no stacks for the surefire plan, they gain 1 stack. An enemy affected by the surefire plan also suffers a -10 plus 2 times persuasion. Not persuasion. Oh, perception. That was close enough. Penalty to dodge. Okay, that's interesting. That's that. Escape plan. A bonus to dodge and parry rate from surefire plans is increased by 2 times. Agility bonus. Dodging and parrying at least 1 attack rate by the start of the next round resolves 1 stack of surefire plan. Killing plan. A bonus damage of surefire plan is increased rate by 2 times. Weapon skill bonus. Killing at least 1 enemy with the attack result restores 1 stack. Traps, cleverly hidden objects, secret passageways. Okay, because there is a secret passageway. So I'm going to go for this one because it's got awareness there. Plus another down there. Alright. You don't really give as much, do you? It's logic. Or Law of the Imperium. We'll do Law of the Imperium. That's persuasion. Commerce. He's a... What did I go as? The crime lord, wasn't it? Yeah, crime lord. So what I would say a brand of shame rate would be kind of like commerce rate you don't really need. Like, yeah, we're going to go Blade Dancer, and then from there probably either Executioner or assassin. Because you can't go Vanguard because Vanguard is either warrior, officer, warrior or officer. Vanguard is more fellowship and toughness, yeah. So that's a tank. So yeah, we're going Blade Dancer. And I don't really need fellowship. What do you do for me? Right? Intelligence is a measure of characters' accums, reasons, and knowledge. For each point of intelligence bonus, characters deals 5% more damage with non-burst range area attacks. It also affects the Law of the Imperium, Law of Warp, Law of Casinos, Logic, Medicaid, and Tech use. Okay, Fellowship. It also follows Precision, Cohesion, and Commerce. Willpower. Effects and psychic powers. Don't really need you. Perception, awareness, and dodge chance. And reduces enemies' dodge chance against the character's attack. I'll put you up 1. Agility, up 1. We'll increase weapon skill by 2, because that is what we need. You know, increases their parry, reduces the enemy's parry chance against melee attacks, and also increases the chance. Strength affects the damage of a character's weapon, so I'll increase that. Okay, so I've got this. Okay, I don't really need the ballistic. I wish I could take more points off it because I'm not using a ranged weapon. I think I do right at the beginning, right? But other than that, I'm not really using a ranged weapon. So I don't know. Do I do toughness? Gives us a bit more health. It makes it harder, right, for us to actually get. You know what? I'll just hit harder. We are doing a Firestorm class frigate. I think that's what I normally use. I've seen somebody play right with this. Doesn't do as much damage as I would like. So I'm going with this. This is more firepower. More broadside cannons. And stuff like that. Let's think. Trailblazer? No. Calamity's Promise. Unforgiven. Pattern of the Fortunate. Guardian of the Brink. Torment of the Abyss. Torment of the Abyss? Sure, why not? Right, let's... Need a cool name for this guy. He's a crime lord. So... Let's see. What was the crime lord of... Well, it's a death world, so... We'll see, he was a crime lord right of Krieg before it fell to Civil War. He got out just in time. Krieg. That goes to Krieg. Crime lord. Let's see. Okay, apparently there is none. Let's see. There was a crime lord in Cadia, which is now technically a death world. Crime lord, Cadian. There was a full Acadia, Consent. Crafts Crime Syndicate. Crime Syndicate, Crime Syndicate. Where is it? There we go. Right, this is gonna be the name. Copy. Right, edit name. Salvarkland. Sure, right, apply. Right, okay, right, minimize the pages. Oh. Right, I'm gonna try to fly through this quite quickly, well, because you've probably seen all this during the first episode that I did, and the second episode. So I'm gonna skip through most of this, you know, on the crime lord, and that is the way my character's gonna play it.
An excellent place for contemplation.
Not really on a grand ship like this before, so it's.
From here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say?
I want to say it's truly are expiring.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them.
Yes, tell me about him.
Not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on.
You see him one of the rogue as.
And you will meet him soon enough.
Sure, continue, end goal. Like I said, I'm gonna quickly speed run through most of this.
The divine watches over us.
Nope, no to save. Because already been through most of this part
Cast you into eternal darkness.
within the first 2 videos. So I'm gonna fly through this. I just double checked that I was streaming there. It has been a very long time since I've actually streamed. Alright, I've got like no shooting range whatsoever, so I've got to get close.
I will not be deterred. Actions will speak louder than words.
Well, yeah, I actually hit. Last time I played this, I did a quick run through just to find out right how I like to play Dancer. And I missed every shot. The only shot that I managed to hit right on this guy was when he was stood pretty much in front of him, attacking him. And okay, right. Share fire plan. See, missed. And that was mostly what it was. It was pretty much had to be like right behind him, like touching squares as he was stood attacking this guy. Forced to even touch him. What's joint analyze? Obviously, it's not going to tell us. Will you tell me? You that. Until the operator's next word, the allies' attacks will also remove exploits and deal 1 more damage. Okay, can you go there? He shouldn't. He shouldn't be able to move. You shouldn't be able. The bullet went through him, mate. How the fuck did you miss? And unfortunately, I don't get any melee weapons until after this beginning tutorial bit ends, which is a pain in the fucking ass for me. Yes, it's nice that you analyze, and it's nice that it's joint analyzation. Yes, but shoot. Dodge.
So shall it be done.
See, this is pretty much the only time that I got this guy injured during like my last playthrough of this, because you just got no ballistic. He fucking shoots us, dickhead. Right, let's continue. We've been through all this before in previous episodes. Just straight up through that door.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Okay, there's a lot of things here. Right, and we just need to get up here. Ugh.
That is simply
Yes, survey the room, continue.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6.
Right, if...
World on the fringes of the Coronis expanse.
Yeah, if my particular life experience has any indication, some of the natives would eagerly betray their chieftain in exchange for a quiet life serving on board on my ship. I would then leave dealing with everything for those who knows it best.
Trying to apply familiar methods to a new problem? The criminal underworld of Calixis is a far cry from a savage borderland planet.
Okay.
Criminal underworld of Calixis? Lady Theodora, I must say your taste in company is rather exotic. What do you...
Yes. We'll let him leave.
So, why are you here?
Any questions? Continue.
It is my decision alone. No.
Continue.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your ability...
Sure, let's... Alright, an incident,
I
no.
have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the war. The Rycad system.
Okay,
I set the
and
course
because
of
I'm a criminal,
Rycad on the demand
I probably want this ship for myself.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arrives.
Sure, right, let's get this going. No,
Our foes shall be crushed beneath our unyielding
sure,
weight.
let's go.
Your emperor won't save you.
Nice. You can shoot at him, yes? No? What the fuck do you mean you can't shoot? You only moved.
I took care of this one.
See, when I get to me blade dancing, it is much better than the cleave. Oh, nice, you got 3 of them. That's good. But it's like, as the name states, you're a blade dancer. I start fucking dancing with the blades. The more blades I've got, right, the better I dance, apparently. And unfortunately, see, the blade dancer makes 3 melee attacks against random targets, includes allies. Adjacent to blade dancers, each dealing 50% of their normal attack damage. Blade dancers is a melee burst attack that does not count towards attack limits per turn. The ability can be used right with a sword equipped. If 2 swords are equipped, the blade dancer makes 2 attacks with each one. It's actually a pretty decent thing. Let's get that going.
I will not be your corrupt ways.
Yay.
Out of my way.
I think a lot of me thing is I've got to probably do the surefire plan right twice before I can actually hit somebody.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Really? You just got shot in the ribs and your ears are ringing? You definitely need to go see the medic.
A tactically sound approach. One fewer target.
You dodged one, my friend. Alright, better fucking run away.
Follow my lead.
Go on and bet him.
Death to the heretics.
Haha, you got shot. See, because if I shoot at that guy, that is 38% chance.
The Emperor commands.
Let's do that, get there, and hope this chance.
Rejoice in
Yeah.
service.
My ballistic skill is absolute shit. These guys will deal with most.
My faith strengthens me. Die.
That's one way to do it, I guess. Okay, we'll skip this. Continue. That one, and...
We are bound by
Hey,
the
hey,
blood
hey.
of martyrs.
There's no disappearing on us like that. Been through this, don't really need to see it again. Continue, 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 continue. Gotta wait for these 2 pricks right to walk up.
I've
Continue.
not yet received word from the engineering regarding it.
Lunatics. First. If. Blast.
If
Sure. Let all those run away.
Then it's settled. Find Ethelthrad and bring him here.
Right,
Whatever you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartment. Then move up.
Alright, come on. Oh wait. No, I can skip this. Let's see. Oh shit! I fucking this twat.
Ready to head to 18.
Hey.
It is a long.
Right, I just get stunned here, knocked unconscious by him. Right, let's move on. Let's have a look. Feel like they've just robbed us.
Careful.
Yes, continue.
We are in the anteroom of the war in
Why are you doing this? What is it? The inbreeding?
On the contrary, the war.
Sure.
Right. What?
I can avoid this if I decide to agree with them. You know, I can walk up there willingly and not hear this warp cut across us. I'm just going to try to get as much experience as possible. Continue, yes. Continue, and we've all seen this. Bolt a tarantula guns right open up, murder everybody. Oh. Should have a little silver skull coming. Alright, continue, yes. Alright. Let's see, anything in here? Okay, nothing. Let's get out.
I forge my destiny among the stars.
Right, okay.
Master, what?
Yes.
Serving the gods of the war. Kunrad is a heretic. Oh, Voidfear, you void rat.
Right, so get a sword, armored body glove, and a kit. I don't really want my wounds treated, because the more wounds I've got, old injury, permanent. I've been given, what is, or do I not have that yet? I don't have that yet, so yes, please do patch me up after I've equipped everything. I stick a sword on that hand, throw a bodysuit on, and
I won't
yeah,
suffer
see,
this.
I can't equip it, you can. Oh.
What advice do you seek? Let's patch you up. That is
Right, continue.
But that is not the worst of it. I am.
Continue, how did you fight me? Continue.
The Warren Chamber during warp transit. The sanctum is closed to Lady Theodora's.
Sure.
Come.
Let's go. Continue, end dialogue. Alright, it'll be...
You dare to cross us.
Right, you get there. You can go there. I'll dance on these two. And that reminds us of a joke somebody normally tells right where I work when they're taking the piss right out of a certain group of people. Right, he's always screaming, oh, I'll dance on your lips, I'll dance on your
So
lips.
it shall be done. Let my enemies
Right,
tremble at
stand
the
there
sound of my
and...
steps. Another step towards our ultimate victory.
I don't have charge, right, so I can't move, so I'll do that. And then that will be the end of that turn.
Out of my way!
Oh,
Serve the ruinous powers!
well, that's nice. You killed two of your own foes,
I will do. My client took care of this one.
so I can do that. Charge into that.
Just a minor setback.
And pop that.
Chaos guides me!
Right, you get here and then do a solid attack with that.
Is nigh. Let this be the warning to all.
See, boom.
Us.
I've suffered worse.
Wow, really? You just
Indeed.
had to do that. Right, quickly search the dead bodies, collect all. Right, I'm holding tab here to pull up all this, see if there is anything else.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
But by the looks of it, there's not. Right, use. Come on in. Right, let's get to the Navigator Sanctum. Bloody hell, it's been a month since I last streamed. That doesn't sound right, does it?
Idira, would it be too much?
This is...
Continue. Right. I don't think there is any secrets, is there? Nope. Alright, use. Open the door. Don't keep my master waiting. Technically, who is your master? Right, go on then. Right. Not yet, I'm gonna change that to... Yeah, forget to that. Alright. You go there, you hide behind that, and you go there.
Out of my way.
Remember I dodged and still took 2 damage? Right, okay, then just step forward and do that.
Will be done. Rejoice in service. Your corrupt way has failed you.
I can't move around, so just do that again. Because that should have it. Surefire permanent. Okay, right, end that. That is not very nice of you to attempt to do.
Not this Scryer's job.
Analyze. And do a bit of a shout. Really? And that's what you deserve, prick. Fucking screams at us for no reason. I should, no, I can go chop at him. If I fail, I can charge over to this prick.
At your beck and call.
Do a decent amount of damage.
Someone else can do this.
Do that, and turn.
Let's make it quick.
I took care
There
of
we
it.
go. Alright, okay.
I believe Master of a Spider still lives.
Wounded.
Okay.
Short.
Continue.
Flee.
All right.
Right. Get down here. Scan these pricks. Tab. Okay, that guy's still got stuff. Go scan. An axe. And my guy's preferred weapons are axes. So I'll trade the standard sword. Does a little bit more damage. But my weapon's got a bit more penetration and does bleed. Which is 2. Okay, right. Anything over here? No, right. Let's quickly level up you guys. I don't really want... give us athletics for you. You are a warrior. You are going to be my medic as well, so... Alright, okay, everybody. Get out. Down this way. Come on. What's... Like, legit, like, what was wrong with you? What? Could you just not come down this way? Oh, why the fuck did it take me the longest? Hey, okay. Hey, come on, let's go. Oh. Right, Right, I don't need to see this lift come up and down every time. I don't need to see the battle. Okay, continue. Yes, continue.
Sister, I beg of you. Now,
I cannot wait.
sister,
Sure.
Enough idle chatter.
Continue. Dialogue.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Right, go there. What are you? Ooh. Collect all. I'll be trading you out.
Reclaim what is rightfully ours.
And we'll collect that. Right, close. You buffet nothing, don't you? Right, okay. Because through those doors is a battlefield. So, I don't know what the difference is between that one and that. Because they both look similar to me. Yeah, no, they're pretty much both the fucking same. I would love to be able to get like the cool shit later on. Let's go.
With fire and vigor, our emperor and
Hey,
pure.
you there. You there.
Would you look at that?
You there, and you there. Let's start. Hopefully they'll come closer, like they have.
Out of my way.
Didn't really want you to move, my friend. You're a cunt, you know that. What the fuck? I didn't tell you to move. You're a prick, you know that. Like, legit.
Rejoice. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
He was a prick for moving,
The
right?
Emperor commands.
So you deserved it.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Of course you do, my friend. You keep serving those ruinous powers.
As the emperor
And,
commands, I act. Faith without deep eradicated.
We'll just shoot every single one of yous.
I'll do it.
Let's pop that.
This is unacceptable.
Hey, come on. Thank you.
As the emperor commands, I act.
Oh, you missed. Okay. Don't run away. You suck at shooting. What's the fun in doing that? Pop that into them.
Turner fit.
Nah, fuck off. Right, and pop you on that. Pardon me.
Chaos guides me.
That's good. Someone needs to fucking get you. Oh. Right, there's not much I can do here. This one can do a lot more.
I will do my duty.
Charge up there to him.
Used to death.
Murder that one. And then chop that prick. At least he got an injury there.
Victory is
Pop your brace. End that turn. Wow, you suck. How the fuck did you...
Chaos guides.
He was staring at you. You were staring at him. I would understood it if he cut you. No, you should be able to take out those two. Go there.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Alright, let's see.
corrupt way has failed you. I can't
Okay,
allow
right.
myself to do this.
That's the end of him.
Bring ruin.
Go on, shoot us. Apparently I'm too good for you.
I am your doom.
Haha. Alright, you... Shoot that one.
For the weak.
How the fuck did you miss? Legit, I am mind blown that you missed that.
Anything else?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Good.
Will do.
They should be. And you just got sapped right by a fucking electric.
What's your target?
Right. Charging at him. Alright, and end the turn. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Oh, death ticks. Haha, you suck.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Right, now let's see. 33%, 24%. Let's actually shift one
without deeds is worthless.
and just move a tiny bit more forward to shoot that guy.
Guided by faith.
Oh, close, close. Go on, you can do this again.
And the
32%.
Emperor command eradicated.
There you go. I'd like to see, right, like, them actually stick into the
I
game
know what is to come.
what that gun actually does right to people. It turns them into fucking mincemeat. It just explodes inside of them.
For the Emperor.
Right, because that is what it does. Right, tab. Yeah, got you up there. Right, collect all. Legit, it just explodes inside of them. Unless it's the subsonic ones, and the subsonic rounds, they just tear straight through. They don't blow up, they just disappear.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Right inside the fucking person.
The duty prevails.
Hey, you. Thank you. You. Thank you.
I rise above hardships. Accomplished.
Alright, come on, just open it up. You got this.
Proven myself yet again.
An expected result.
Doesn't take much, right, for the text to actually break things, to break into things on several of these things. It's other levels that make it practically impossible for you to do that. Right.
Divine watches over us.
Let's get down here. Okay, anything else? Anything at all? Nope. Right. Sure, let's go.
Never doubt me.
Oh. Right, this was meant to be a nice little quick thing. I've already spent like 45 minutes doing this. Go on and get that open.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Collect those goods. Thank you.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs. This is out of the ordinary.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Alright, let's get across. Oh. Oh, it's fine. Right, the roar of flames ring in your ears and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by an ear-splitting noise, screaming, and yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valancius. Her expression is calm and terrifying, so for someone whose body is engulfed in inferno, one of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other raised in a living gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress apparition. Trickery
Sorry.
of the warp.
Argenta Raid goes as still as a statue and then slowly raises a weapon.
Sister, you will lower your weapon.
Despite his commanding tone,
Lord Captain is outrageous.
Abelard Raid does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. I'm reading everything that I've missed in other episodes. Or trying to, anyway.
And give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. Your mouth begins to salivate. Right, each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this. To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Abelard Raid looks back right at the coffin and confused people around you. Over the roaring flames you hear the distant sounds, frightened voices screaming, muffled and distorted, as if they were a body of water between you and them.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Adira breaks off and starts coughing finally. Her knees buckle and she looks like she's about to fall. For all these, this one does give you a weapon. Kind of gives you a secret passageway right into our bedroom. This one, you still go to our bedroom, but you make it across and let them know. And then this one gives you people to actually help you fight in the end. So I'm going to choose this one. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voice of the people behind you, beyond the shroud of smoke, grows stronger and hopeful. Once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors, in your determination you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head you see nothing but the bellowing flames. Oh. Hey, come on.
Where did she go? The thing that was standing in front of us in...
Alright, let's get across. Ooh, everybody needs leveled up.
Too late! We are too late!
Howard throws his hands up in despair.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak.
Argenta Ray grips her weapon.
I beg your pardon for interrupting.
Sure, let's go. Right, yeah, we're messed up with meeting with the hair, but we do get a few people to help them out. Alright, quickly get down here. There is loot for us. Alright, okay. Across here. Is there anything in here?
The faith guides my path to glory.
No, okay, this way. I think it's through that door we need to go through. And we cannot get downstairs, unfortunate. And that is where the Inferno was blaring from.
ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
You open that, collect.
Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Goods there. Grab that. Look, me, that's a lot. Nice. Hey, get in here, grab that. Hey, come on. Get in here then.
Rightfully ours.
I don't have much to talk about. I haven't really seen much. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I haven't really seen much, to be fair, to actually talk about. Now, in the...
No suffering will make me forget his sacred words. Burn them.
Sometimes you consult.
Join me in prayer.
The Emperor protects.
If you take the heretical one, you can get inside of here, which, as you can see, there's a sub-room. But unfortunately, none of me guys knows how to activate it.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
I'm just seeing... Then we're going to here, we see all this shite. Right. No, you? Is there something behind you? No.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Hey, where are you?
The Emperor.
Continue. Just... Continue. Inspect.
Idira.
You
Right. Brilliant. Clear out the safe. Clear out that box. Right. Shit does kick off in there, so let's level people up. Complete. You complete. That's a kind of an interesting move. I do like it when we do get that. Shut demolition and yeah, right, let's...
Know your duty.
Oh, pretty cool. It'll be interesting, right, if it actually explained how you figured out, right, things were hidden. Right, you get there. No, Hydra, you there. Stefan Grant gone there, you there. You, that, and then that. And then charge him.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Right, as long as it's my guy next,
I will do.
I can stand in the middle there and slice doors. Yes, it is good. Right, you there? Actually, no. Right, stop. You launch the jump there. Does a really nice little swirl. We'll do that there. And then we will spin.
Your defiance is futile. And so it shall be done.
Not winning.
Rejoice. It's
It's gonna be the cheekiest. I was about to say that can't go on right forever, can it? I was about to say I might have just found right the most cheesiest fucking strat. Really? Really? What is wrong with you?
I'll do it.
Right. Wow, you. Right.
Anything else?
Combat Servitor.
Will do.
Find a weakness. Heavily damaged, nice, exploited. Okay, and let's do a shout. Nicely done. We'll end that. Ooh! Sing, look. That is already visually nice to look at.
Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
It will be done. Indeed.
Right, so do that. Thank you. You jump there, so you don't hit him. Then do your dance.
Your corrupt way has failed you.
The guy's still fucking dancing and fucking jumping around, right? Like there's fucking nothing wrong happening. Right, let's see. What is all these things that I've gone? Bonus attack, don't really need that. Grants 5 armor. We'll give that to you because it kind of matches. What's your tech? 30, 25, 30, 30, 30. Okay. You know what? Until we get somebody else, you can wear them, you can get with tech and everything go up. Okay, what are you? Fellowship. Commerce and Law of the Imperium. What do you do? Okay. New, what are you? Toughness and intelligence. No, that'll work for me. Grants 3 logic. Logic. That does not suit me, so I'm not going to bother with that. You can wear that. And you're all about fellowship. You're 35. You're 30. Yeah. Right, commerce. 40. Northern Imperium. You know what? I'll wear that because it'll counterbalance my thing. You've got 2 of those. You can have 2 of those. I think you'll look. Yeah, no, we're not having you do that. Right. Got that, and let's see. Do my part, no. What are you? When a psycho uses damage and psychic powers on a target that 6 cells or further up from the psycho, the target suffers. Sure, we'll do that. You got firearm mastery. No, commandery, exploit, no. Rapid reload, unpredictable. Build weapons, penetrate more damage. Okay, let's see. What's this? No, stronger together. Right, when first hit of each rain burst attack deals additional damage. That's not what I want. Soldier's second attack action rate in a turn deals 50%. No. Demolition expert. There is a one that increases shooting. No. There's a one that allows you to double the amount of times you shoot. I was like, enough bullets for everybody. The soldier second attack. No. You know what? Because I can't find it, I'll go back to all and I'll do rapid reload for this one. I will find out what it is. You. I want you to have hardened scars. Yes, hardened scars because that will do better for you. Me, death walls. Right, any blade dancer attack right made with a sword deals plus agility bonus additional damage. This bonus is doubled if using a two-handed sword. Right, enemy attacks right by the blade dancer have their weapon skill, ballistic skill, and perception reduced by. Oh, okay. Sweep motion, blade dancer melee area attack costs. Ooh, that was a good one as well. Blade dancer can use both desperate measures and heroic act in the same combat, but not in the same round. Whenever the blade dancer uses the desperate measures, they gain 10 weapons. Okay. For the first round, they healed. As long as a blade dancer has 2 swords equipped, the blade dancer's weapon skill is increased by the agility. What is my agility? Where's my agility? 40. Ooh. So it's increased by 4, because apparently it's not 25 or 30 or 45. It's 2.5. 4. 4.5. Which makes a little bit more sense. Anticipation. Fail of blades. You know what? I'll keep this. I'll go with that. Right, okay. Let's back up and
We are bound
let's
by
leave.
The blood of martyrs.
Oh. Right, search this goods. Let's get up here. Right, I don't need to hear that.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is... I am still standing. And I have enough strength in me for one more... God, Emperor. No man.
Right.
I've seen it before.
Then we have no...
I do not care.
We are out of time. No. To die altogether is to allow the flame... What?
Right, we don't need to see this. He turns into a thing. I have tried to save him, but apparently that is not in the cards for this gentleman. I don't know why I'm all the way back here. So move you there and move you there. Right. Start. I'm first apparently. So let's jump there. Ooh, that was nice. We'll do that. We'll move there. And
This is beyond me.
we just move there.
Enemies will be crushed like dust beneath my feet.
We'll pop that once again.
Rejoice another step towards our ultimate victory.
Nice. Apparently we're going to jump once again, so jump there. And slice him. Ah shit, should have sliced over with the other weapon. What does this do? Blade Dancer uses Death Blood against a target enemy without spending a charge, immediately making a melee attack against that. Blade Dancer repeats this combination up to 3 times against random available targets. If possible, to use the death from above, the Blade Dancer only makes a melee attack against a random available target. Let's see if I can...
I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, but this is... I managed to parry that one. Okay, okay. That was a really cool skill. I enjoyed that. Right, let's scan.
No can do. That is not my destiny.
Fine, go there.
Not this Scryer's job.
Go there, scan.
Cover me. Will do.
And do that to weaken them. Look at that, man. Even better. And
Anything else?
let's do that. I've got temporary wounds.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
So you'd only knock down me temporary wounds. Can I have you go there, please? Want you to charge down to cut down him.
It will be done.
Thank you. Get that going. And wow.
I must not falter.
Yes, you move yourself up. Help us shoot this thing. You stand there, and I want you to shoot him.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Fine,
Rejoice
do that.
in battle.
Fucking useless prick.
Doubt is for the weak.
Really, you had one job, and that was to. Thank you. There is
I will not.
shift 2.
Faith without
There is
deeds
no
is
other
worthless.
enemies for
Weapon at the ready.
them to shoot at.
Stay vigilant.
Ooh, that was a nice chunk of damage.
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith.
Right,
You have
I'm only going to
been
be.
judged and found
Ooh, I did some
wanting.
decent damage there.
Actions will speak louder than words.
That was nice. Right, end him. Let's flunk that and that. So it goes from 60 and 22 to 44 and 14.
But of
Gains
course.
some exploit. Look at that, 15 damage. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Right, climb there and charge in. 6 damage, nice. Deploy that. And
My duty.
endure. Do not die on me from bleeding.
Pain cleanses the body.
Let's try not to shoot any of our guys if we can. Dad, you know what?
Enemies of the Emperor
You'll only
will
be shot a little
undone.
bit, so it'll be fine. See? Like I said, just a little bit. And is that the end? Okay, sure. Nice. 4 damage. You almost got it. Ah, no. You made me... You killed the other seer. Wow. You really do not work very well.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
You gotta admit. Fucking Blade Dancer, right, is probably the best fucking ability you can have. You fucking just beat the shit right out of everything. Right, collect the goods. Ooh, what is that? Blade shot made from a mysterious metal that simmers with an unnatural. Requires an Iracon, right, follower. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge. I will be using that. Gloves of endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves get an injury or falls unconscious in combat, the allies gain a bonus 1 to damage until the end of combat. Don't really need them. Right. Yeah, I'm holding tab. Let's see. Is there anything for us to gain? Oh, everybody group up. Let's quickly get these done. Right, okay. Death will character suffs -4. That's what it means. -4. Because my toughness is 4. 4.9. Yeah. Just a 4, right, so... Ooh. Give us lifetime scars. For 1, and then we will... get my toughness up by 1. Man talent. Okay. So my next man talent. Man? No, that's available talents. Common talents. Okay. It might be one of these that has the thing right for the lifetime and you know what? We'll get agility. Because I've got things that help us with more damage with that. +1 damage deflection. The parry chances is increased by 25% of that warrior's total armor. So I'm going to make this guy me tank, without a doubt. Toughness increases. Sure. Right, he's going to be me tank, without a doubt. Right, he's me tank and the damage dealer. Chosen characteristics. Who are you? You're that. Okay, so what's good for you? No Fatebringer. Allies on the effects of at least 1. No flawless plan. Every 7th successful dodge or parry right by a psycho and the allies combines grants psycho of additional. Okay. The first dodge attempt right of every enemy in combat suffers. Every time a psycho deals mental damage. I don't know what to get. What are you? I'm scaff. Are you a... What's that? It's like a real... unsanctioned. Oh, I've got to be a sanctioned. How do you become a sanctioned right fucking... Like legit, how do you become a... Is that an option? I'm not seeing a one. I don't really need you to move much. Right, when I think I use a divination, fucking, I'm too tired to speak. Psychic powers rid of an ally without an unnatural look effect. The ally gains an unnatural look. Unnatural look, when the ally rate suffers a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit instead, and the unnatural look effect is removed. I don't think I've got that, do I? Analyze enemies. Expose weakness. Oh no, I'll just give it an extra unit weapon skill. Okay, first touch attempt of. Do you know what? Yeah. Oh right, okay. Perception, awareness, and dodge, intelligence, willpower. Okay, then we will do predict downfall. Complete. You. Okay, ballistic skill, because apparently you're shit. Fortress? Point blank. You know what? Soldier's medium armor does not reduce dodge. Yes, complete. Because I think you're wearing medium armor. I cannot. Yeah, medium. Okay. Do you? You don't really do much. Alright. No, you've already got a cloak. I'll throw that on. Can't throw that in anywhere. Neither can I throw that. I don't need you. Or you. Alright. Use. Let's get up here.
Watches over us.
Yeah.
Rival.
Continue.
Why, the Emperor? Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then, I prayed for our rescue.
Alright, let's continue.
Restore the Vox channel to the
Alright, okay. Don't need to cut through all, sit through all this. The image before you is hazy, swaying in the sorceress currents, invisible, ready to demoralize, right as if whatever beneath this thin shell raid is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodore, but fails the rogue trader's eyes. But the false rogue trader eyes reveals the endless true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in an otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps deeply into your brain, whatever is, without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose?
It resonates, right, emerges, right, with the voices that have already dug their foul roots. I think that's the entity it's talking about. Yeah, right into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are a myriad manifestation of the same call that have finally invaded your minds. Theodora lets out a long screech, a shrill, overwhelming sound that can only be interpreted as laughter.
Persuade them. Force them to walk your path. For destiny is preordained.
I want 2 dual power swords. I think they'll be cool. Cool to have anyway.
Finally found to return with a trophy. A relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirement's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Right, your head begins to spin. Vicus drops sliver down your cheeks. You blink and you are no longer looking at Theodore. It is the traitor Conrad. No idea how to pronounce his surname. Just as fluid raid and ep1 as just a fluid raid and fuck no, as the previous apparition, the same terrifying voice seeps from his lips.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come.
The image is scattered by the invisible sorcerer's winds, and you see Idra. Her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame.
Elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility.
It just seems like the heads are changing, nothing else.
Help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you, and the weapon of our return to me.
No, because look, like every album kind of stay. That can't really, like a power sword, plasma pistol.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it.
He's just got a sword. The cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The image is replaced by another in a violent kaleidoscope without letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling image, you see a twisted image. Pardon me. Of Abelard, right? The loyal central of the dynasty. Whew, got hiccups.
The navigator sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
River turns around and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments and then addresses Raid Abelard, who was standing next to you.
The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Abelard nods absent-mindedly.
Seneschal, we could tell us now. Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
Ravard does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed.
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
It takes time for Abelard to respond. You watch as he grits his teeth, unable to bring himself to say anything. Finally, he adjusts his blood-stained coat, straightens and begins to speak.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
After waiting out with the first wave of shocked cries, Abelard glares right at you and continues.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim,
Abelard stops short and glares fiercely at the confused
Hail,
officer.
your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
The Central turns to you. He looks at least half a decade older. Yeah, no, we've seen this before.
Treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless.
Masters of Whispers is their Singe, right? It's pretty much the Chaos Raid that is Chaos God that's more into magic, knowledge, stuff like that. Seen me Space Marine campaign. The Thousand Suns. They are a part of Singe's faction. They're all just pretty much, like I said, magic, knowledge. Singe Raid sees the past and the present, past and the future, past and the past and the future, but can never see the present. Or one of his generals can't anyway. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen in Abelard's face. Through the old officer's eyes are keen. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, and then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. You cannot help but notice that the Central does not know how to talk to you, or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely. Once again, yeah. But now, can you get rid of that? What if you can get rid of that? Is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing. In your new role as Lord Captain, for many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We have sustained massive loss among the senior and the mid-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by deputies or deputies, while others go unfilled entirely. Now the Dex clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How did we lose so many officers? It appears the heretics raid were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising, given that the informant on board was our own master of whispers. Abelard grimaces. What is on the agenda? Reporting on the condition of the ships and the crew, the Lord Captain raid is usually drawn away right from important affairs to attend such routine briefings. But this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort. Even so, as you personally negotiate with the authorities of the system we are currently in, so prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lord. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honour of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Have we tracked down him? Abelard grits his teeth. No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may be still sulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that there is now one less. That we are now one short. I am afraid that we will be some time before he answers for what he has wrought. And 4. I am ready to start the briefing. With a gesture, Abelard relays the orders to the adjutant right at the far end of the magnificent chamber. And here they all walk on. Dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, expressions reveling right from resistance, joy, curious, and wariness. Right, attention officers, you have been granted an honour. The Lord Captain Salvar Raid Grant Raid von Karstein will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear reports. You are now in time to listen to every last officer raid of this hulking rig. Abelard, give me the basics for what are the major problems, what need to be done. I will want to know who I'm working with, because I'm a crime lord. I want to know who I'm working with. Might not want to deal with all that, but I need to know people's names, people's faces, stuff like that. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigorous Surrey Otter on the Tolian line, our new Foxmaster. Foxmaster Fidges? It's an honour to serve your ladyship. The Foxmaster raid offers a deep brow. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I'm responsible for receiving and processing and sending all communication between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. But besides her is Ralvo, the master helmsman. He steers our ships along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with a pale and almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship as good as home. to me, so rest assured she is in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Victorious, Jonas Dangrog, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obscenious, the fuck knows, gives a weird smile and bows. It is an honor. Your lordship, you may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standards. In the second row, we have 3 officers in charge with overseeing the ship's vital functions. Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery, the Infernus Master, whose crews work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnisayer. Is there going to be 3? 4. 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. Grand Master offers a salute and resembles a dance involving the complicated manipulation of old tech priests. Fortunately, our Choir Master, the esteemed Zachary Wells, head of the Apathrica section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of the communication with the distant star system. Master Wells has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Volcarius productive, and inform them of Lady Theodore's passing and Conrad's treachery. I will deliver a report to your lordship on the apothecary's process as soon as possible to do so. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us in the briefing, Master of Arms and Confessor Albert. The eminent Albert must see to the funeral service being held right for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from the chapel, and the Mistress Straight Saucer Beckwith, who has replaced her late predecessor as the Master of Arms, is currently leading the search of any surviving agents of Conrad. All other presents are adjustants, secretaries and deputies. They are all here to make the recording proceeding. Right, I wish to hear the Infernus report. Yes, Lord Captain. And Tormad bows his head. In deference, I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The pre-limited damage assessed in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been complete. The results have been submitted to the Central and the High Factorium. The post passed to him right after the previous Infernus Master and the next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitched only for your ears. This lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Factorium. We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of losses. Give us a second. The task will require the next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands ready for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum in the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also include trained professionals. We'll be able to make up our losses right on the nearest planet, right? Rackard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system, in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trigger dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I'm powerless, for negotiations at that level are a matter of Rogue Trader. For the Rogue Trader. Especially true given the Kaligos Winterscale's punishment rate for attacking first, asking questions later, the kind of thick-skulled thugs we usually install as the kind of thick-skulled thugs really usually installs as governors on his planet, rumbles Abelard frowning. Drive Master. A voice distorted by the Fox raid. Retalator raid emerged right from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon raid on this noble void ship raid destroyed the repository of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine, entrusted into my charge, is unharmed, thank the Messiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified the prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. Ooh. Nobody was over that. No, right, okay, yes. With the great sorrow, I must also report that the Agency Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all Tech Priests aboard, fell in battle. The Margos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. The most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the secret protocols equals to that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. The tech piece browses head. Helmsman. Right now, you are the Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship sounds right more or less, but without our Agency Prime and Navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of this system, and if we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I do not know what will happen first. A warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkhead. Which does happen. Continue. Your Lordship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived at the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them is a Navis Nobilite station, which I think is just kind of like a ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allow them to safely guide warp-capable flight ships. Pretty much it's a lighthouse. Right, the station maintains complete fog silence, right, but even its presence here inspires hope. To locate the navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. Sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if a response right to what you just heard. You understand that it's not the God Emperor you should thank for such a good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation into real space I can remind. I am the will of the weaver of the destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities, fickle and chance. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility, the threads that will help you find the keys of salvation. Right, and if I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, right, or else we'll soon be eyeing up an asteroid to use as your new residence. In the slightly less shitty news, we can go around the system till our heads ready to swimming. As long as the Perferium and supplies last, and if any thick-ass grok shit low life comes sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out. So don't you worry on that score. The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal on fire where I am told, but just ask anybody. We've got no able crew. No, Lord Captain. Master Ordnance, you forget yourself. Master Ordnance chokes back the words right he was obviously about to burst out without thinking. He casts another look at you before turning away. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruin. Every other officer is dead. The Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken a hold of me. He looks up at you, but I've heard of you. Oh yes, your fame has reached even as far as the expanse. Is this going to be good for me? Okay, good. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illusionarious person such as yourself. You just as you understands ramrod straight. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved. The batteries are in good order, and we are ready to fight, if that is the Lord Captain's will. Summarize, we have sustained serious loss in crew members. We have required a new Agency Prime and Navigator. Is this all that prevents us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at the Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard right in the sector, but we will never reach Footfall first without solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? As I see to the Fox Master at this point, Mistress Ray Tollyman. We are in the record star system. Our voyage here, right, was undertaken on the orders of our lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabitable bodies in this system, and our attempts to send fax messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite race system has simply failed to answer. It seems to be maintaining total fox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from a prisoner planetoid in the system, and Record Minus itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our Orga's raid have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and Navis Nobile State to find out what in the fight is going on. The assembled officers salute to you as one. Your lordship, there is one thing, a confident manner rate of utmost importance. Lady Theodora Abelard hesitates. Your internal esteemed predecessor brought the ship here right to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor. The hand of the Emperor, the chief, the architect of his will right in the Chronos expands. I came across the letter. Yes, the Xavier Calazar. Lord Theodore was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man. One, Henrix van Collox, an interrogator. You understand? All I know that is that he is somewhere in this system. We must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Fuberius system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult. Indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities right in the system, even Navis Nobility or Governor right of Record Manus, may know something. That is all, your lordship, and you have a great deal of work right ahead of you, but it is a mere taste rate of a daily burden rate of rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins, the Fonfacalis. Protective. Abelard gives you another scrutinous look as he's trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly. It seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Then we got the women of the team. Idris, Sister Agenda, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grimly nods straight towards Raid Idria. The Psycho Raid is suffering of some ailment or dark madness. She insists on seeing the rogue trader. I judge that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Agenda's voice sounds hesitant. I also hoping to approach you on a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have some time, rogue trader. Adira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Right, damn it. Idra passes her fingers to the forehead in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I'm trying to see into the immediate future, and it hit me so hard that my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is. No matter how hard I try, a single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing and ringing like an echo. Like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value right from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No, not yet. Anyway, the voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of it. Of any of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Leader Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psycho Biden's lips stretched into a wide smile. If there's nothing else of value, I declare. I don't know why it does this, it just randomly moves things. Right, okay. Wait, there's me. Talk to the fox. Yes! The Foxmaster nods obediently and presses several switches and the device comes on. It is done, Lord Captain. Continue. Raid, you address the crew with a rousing speech and you hear voices roll throughout the ships, reaching even the normal quiet corners of the vessel. When the broadcast ends, you hear a distinct shouting of approval. Yes, my appearance comes from my heritage, generation after generation of people who spend their entire lives in terms of this void ship. Neither we nor our ancestors have ever left our home. But the same can be said about many denizens of the Imperium's millions of world. We are used to the silence of the cosmos and the voices of the ship. There are thousands of us, but we dwell far from the Lord Captains on the upper deck and remain unseen. We are the Voidborn. Because we are the children born right of the void, right in the void between the stars. Be it in the womb of a travelling vessel, an orbital satellite, or a forgotten asteroid station. Low gravity voyages through the warp, and countless dangers of space travel. Everything other hates and dreads is a second nature to us. We look, we speak, and we move differently right from the inhabitants of the planetary worlds. Our way of life traditionally, and quirks frighten those people, just like the darkness of the cosmos. Many believe us to be the bringers of ill fortune. At last, it is the Voidborn who get blamed for the terrible war phenomenon during long voyages. Okay. Webs of tiny wrinkles appear in the corner of Fidris' eyes. The only hint that the Foxmaster is smiling. The Voidborn suddenly make friends, especially among the captain's entourage. But you see, many consider Idra to be different. I am different too. We have spent plenty of time in each other's company discussing regicides? A human tabletop game played across an Imperial map, similar to the ancient Terran game of chess. Okay, over a glass of Asmig. I pretty much mean that's the point alcohol, so it's like probably whiskey or wine or rum or something along those lines. Except Idra changes after one incident, and we started to drift apart. The death of the late Captain Theodore made her withdraw even more. I do not know if Idra considers me her friend now, but we used to be very, very close. It is good I can still look after her in my own way. Perception test failed. Interpreting the Foxmaster's emotions based on half a face, and the Fox modular device is no easy task, but you manage to catch an undercurrent in Fidris' words. The Foxmaster is not merely saddened at her rift between us, she is devastated by it. Have you ever left the ship? I did once and it was dreadful. It felt like a massive blue dome right overhead could shatter at any moment and fall, and my bones would be crushed by the gravity. Richard twitches her shoulders, trying to ward off the flood of memories. The ship is my home, Lord Captain, and I would not trade it for even a bounty of 100 worlds. To us, the groans, the creaks, the murmurs of the ship sounds the way babbling brooks and singing birds to well dwellers. We hear the ship breathe, we know what it's feeling and thinking. We are a part of the ship just like it is part of us. We perform numerous functions. There are many officers among our number. Some maintain order, some prevent mutinies, others serve as shepherds and support the crew. Some devote themselves to mending and embodying the spirit of the vessel. Most of the Void Raid are members of large Void ship dynasties to bear resemblance. The responsibilities of certain aspects of the ship's lives. For 300 years, the main branch of the Ptolemy dynasty has produced the ship's Fox Masters, and most of our subordinates come from the cadet houses of the dynasty. As you wish, Lord Captain. That'll be all. Pretty much, I know what your duties are. Bridge officer, Abelard, helmsman, bridge. You know what, we'll go speak to Abelard.
Lord Captain. I thank you for the honor, but I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command. You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates.
let's talk about things that may be useful to me as a rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Why is only some of them right speaking and some aren't? Right, outline. Right, who are the main players?
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness.
That'll be my sort of people.
Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them.
Okay.
If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall, and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces, and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis Expanse.
Okay.
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight.
Oh, I like him.
We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Velatius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake. If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. The only question, Lord Captain, is whether you will be able to anticipate his next steps.
Oh yeah, something that I didn't explain right previously. They did mention a person right from the choir right who wasn't available right to be here right to speak to us right during the officer's briefing. That is because the choir is what you would use right for long distance communication. Foxmasters are within the system or within the system and close by and stuff like that, right? Or as far right as the Fox rate would allow you to go. If you wanted to speak to somebody in a different system, so the Fox rate is pretty much a radio, right? And let's say that radios right can be as powerful right as to be able to reach people from Dover right down at the bottom of the UK up to the islands up in Scotland, right? Or from pretty much all the way up right on as far right as like Alaska or Canada goes, all the way down to as far right as South America goes. I'm not quite sure what country right is at the very bottom of South America. You know, you could pretty much have like a radio right that would be like that strong, right? And that's pretty much what the Fox is, right? But The choir is more like a phone, right? So I could phone from here to, let's say, to the moon, right? That is pretty much like what it is. If it's on a different planet or a different system, it's a phone call. It's more like a text message, to be fair. And each choir and each person, right, who receives the message interprets it a different way. They all roughly get the same message, but they all interpret it as in a different way. Because it's the message passed through the warp, and everybody sees the warp differently. Some people see it as like a soundbite, you know, like the volumes of sound going up and down. Some people see it as sound waves, some people see it as a picture, some people see it as literal waves. It's crazy. Right.
As you wish, Lord Captain.
I must
Lord
leave.
Captain.
Right, I know your name was mentioned. Right. Just got the right source back is the very picture of discipline. Her uniform is ingeniously pressed, her armour is polished, and the posture is imposing. Rigid, the only flaw right in her immaculate appearance is the heavy enforcer maul, which is worn battered right from frequent use. She salutes you right with a practiced motion. Green Lord Captain. I inherited from the previous Master of Arms. Like the esteemed Central, he left the Navy to serve Theodora. He brought quite a few officers with him and established a tradition. Upon the death or resignation of an enforcer, his or her armour would be passed on to a fellow officer, who would distinguish themselves in the course of their duties. I awarded armour in this way right in my time. Upon the death of my predecessor, I inherited his personal armour. What's your opinion of me? I would not dare my former opinion to your lordship. That would be unforgivingly brave. Raising of me, my duties is to serve and not to evaluate. What do you think about the others? I do not trust them, but I do not trust anybody. Mistress Tolman has too much power, and will surely be tempted to start deciding for herself what information to be shared with the crew on your behalf, and what to withhold. Raver is closely entwined trade with the ship system, which opens up plenty of opportunities of sabotage. He must be watched. As for Dan Rock, forgive me, but a man of his size, habits cannot help but steal. The Centurion is a model of competence and fidelity, and all officers and foes look up to him with gratitude. A grimace of fierce devotion takes hold of Sosa Back's face before she abruptly grits her teeth and continues. It is all the more distressing to see that the years have not been kind to the deeply respected master. Rosarian, soon there will be no rejuvenant treatment that can save him from the mistakes inherited in such an advanced age. But we are ever watchful, and will be there to steady the trembling hand with an honoured veteran if needed to be. It comes from the noble source of back family of the capital world raid of Dragonus. I dare say that our house raid is renowned for its loyalty and strict adherence to the law, and members of my family have been your faithful and force of century. I am honoured to be the 6th Master of Arms named Sosaback to service this ship. Just kind of speaks the words with unmistakable pride. Right, proud to serve the dynasty. Hey, where's the sister of battle? Didn't she ask us to speak to her? Like, I'm sure the sister of battle asked us to speak to her. Is it down here? Up here. They ran past her. Is she down here? I have no idea where she is. Map. Oh yeah, no, she's down there. There she is. We'll go speak to her.
Rogue trader.
Wait, Sister Rogue and Agenta Raid looks tired. There are dark circles on her eyes. Her hair is somewhat disheveled. And she moved like she's a little on edge. Right. You said you have a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader.
Continue.
The accursed servants of Chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
Right, I'll meet with them, no formalities needed. These are children of the people who gave their lives right for the Von Valkyrius dynasty. My consideration rate is the least that they deserve. I'm a crime lord, right, but I instill loyalty into my subjects, right? I'm a menace on the field, but I look after my loyal subjects, right? If they died, right, in service, right, to me, or what is now mine, I'm going to treat the people who died for me and their families, right, with the respect and everything that they need.
I will pass on your instructions. Thank you for taking my request to heart.
Right, let's end the dialogue. Sister Argenta, right? Sister Argenta was one of the best adapted historians. Battle Sister of Battle. Badass group, as you've seen. Not much bad power armor, like Space Marine, but she does have power armor. So she's able to wield rid of a bolt weapon with as much accuracy, right, and as quickly, and with as much deadlier force as a Space Marine. Sometimes, right, colloquially referred as the Daughters of the Emperor, furious in both battle and prayer, the young warrior yearns to bring light to the dark corners of the Cornus Expanse. Agenda travels on a fight ship Theodora von Valerius, whatever the fuck. Pardon me. The fateful day when the vessel was attacked by the servants of Chaos, she joined the future Lord Captain and helped repel the attack. The sister proved herself in both dauntless warrior, reliable comrade in arms, and ready to destroy any enemies of humanity. They don't look like kids. Right, the motley group, right, of adolescents, right, do not take their eyes off you, gazing at you as if you were a creature straight from a fairy tale. Indefatigable, in the fact you got the bull fuck knows, right? Sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. Abelard, right, glares right at the gathered children. It is hardly, right, the scholar program, which is pretty much the school system, right, that they use, right, to train, right, like officers and nobles and stuff like that. In here, we will be fed the orphans of our ship with adequate care and instructions. Again, there is standing to the side of the group, but as you approach, she perks up and announces her voice ringing. Brave ones, the master of the ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your old captain, the Rogue Trader, the House von Valancia's. Enters Munchins. You notice the Inferno's master, right, enters Munchins standing a few paces away from the orphans. He glares at you with approval and bows respectfully when you meet his grace. Inferno's master, do you serve as a teacher in your spare time? Not at all, your lordship, I'm just looking out for them. It is an Inferno's way to help folks in trouble. It is our job, after all. So we chip in rations right here and there and make sure nobody gives them a hard time. We take the older ones into the clan's care if they want. Many in the guilds, right, are not our family by blood, but by circumstance. I'm a rogue trader, Lord Captain. Your parents get their lives. Right, you address the chaplains, give them treats and scoot them back homes. I believe a minute or behold, no, smile at the group. Your old captain greets you, brave ones. Teenager keeps staring at you. The teenager girl who remained close to Argenta smiles uncertainly. A skinny pale lad tries to throw his shoulder back and stands to attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers at the far end of the row seem sullen and not particularly interested. One of the scowling Vistas with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says, Billy, so what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died and their dozens for you know a lot, and you just give us speeches. I didn't give you a speech. I just came and said hi. Agenda quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes right in her dark eyes. She wants both to calm him and scold him for his impudence. Ignore you. Can I save you? No, I can't, bastard. I want his and feelings. Hi. If you have things to say them without fear. I will listen. The boy smiles grimly. It doesn't matter what we say. It won't bring our parents back. It won't change our fates either. We'll keep slaving away right on this ship until we drop and die like our folks, or worse. I understand grief is Mary, your parents died. It is not an easy thing to go through, but you're good. For the truth, for the good rid of the whole ship, and for the impure, do not speak of the horrible fate, right, with anger and disdain. It's who killed your parents, attacked the ship. I was there. I took command. I fought. I repelled your assault as quickly as I could. You only strive to do. The strong have the power to decide the face. The strong. The weak I vote we all die. If you seek a different lot in life, boys, save your grumbling and look for the opportunity to rise above the best. You're the rogue trader. Continue. What to say? Ah, I should have. Can I go back? What are you doing? Rose with temper passively, she smells and offers a few more words and then leaves the boy. End of dialogue. I kind of want to go back, right, and give the concerns, right, of the clan, right, of the children, right, over to the fire people, because he probably lost a lot of people as well. Right, okay, and then you're him, right? You're the... Yes. That's enough. Never let your fire go out, Captain. I will try not to. And... where are you? Get over here, come on. Let's go speak right to my personal fortune teller. Pretty much. You know, I spoke to you. Hydra. You got white hair. Oh no, that's the helmet. Right, the tall middle-aged woman right stands straight ahead of you. Right, we'll do this one.
The little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices. Ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head.
After full silence and in a different voice, has she got mixed personality? Like, has she got like 7 different people in her fucking head, all with a different set of voice? Because I was talking to me brother about this, right, Tony, right, the other day when we were playing. One moment she sounds normal, next time she sounds Jamaican, and then it's fucking a weird one.
Alright, let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Hydra laughs and rubs her hands together and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face. Her head slightly tilted. You feel goosebumps appear on your skin, and your color begins to waver right ever so slightly, as if moved by a breeze from a half-open door.
Seek not on firm ground, but in a golden hall suspended in the void. There waits a child without kin, but with a name blind to truth. She draws the brush across the canvas and does not notice that her palette is full not of paint, but of blood. And with each smear, this well does not deplete, but fills and fills up to the brim. One thing is clear. When this vessel overflows, none will remain unstained. Among the blind men and false prophets, a red-robed sage seeks the answer to a question. He does not know that it is not the answer he must seek, But the question that will draw everything into focus. Will you help him, rogue trader? But mark that sometimes ignorance is sweeter than oblivion. A chained hound chases after glimmers of the aurora, but sparks in the scent of oil confound his nose. A chain trails after him. What will happen if you pick it up? Will you become his master? Or merely another beast in the pack of his true lord?
Okay.
The glow of dawn bursts forth from its prison. Dungeon walls cannot contain the dark essence wallowing in the dust. A naive cub pushes his nose into a familiar hand, one that holds death in twisted glass. Cherish it or cast it off as a burden. The sword of change has already been raised. What is one more life to it? I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in, somehow. But for now...
See, there, she doesn't sound Jamaican.
Lord Captain, forgive me. But it would be like talking to a person born blind about colors. I could spend hours explaining, but it wouldn't make any sense to you. Every Psyker feels their connection with the warp in their own way. One person might see spots and shadows out of the corner of their eye. Another feels fingers running down their spine. As for me, I've got a door in my head. One that's open just a crack. There's no way to close it, no matter how hard I try. I've just had to get used to the whispers from the other side. When I need to use it for work, I listen in more closely. But I usually just try not to notice it. Training, habit, and a little amasec and a couple other things you can get on the lower decks. If you put all those together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm imagining half the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring. Better than listening to the living, anyhow.
I see. So, like there, Rachel said, like, different psychers experience things differently. And it's just, that's more or less the same with, like, the astropaths, right? The choir, right? The astropath is the one, right, that normally controls the choir. The choir is normally there, right, to help them send the message. Right? The astropath, right, will help people envision certain ways, right? Like I said, some people see sound waves, some people see waves, some people see bars. She states some people see cups, dots and slashes in the corner of eye, fingers, stuff like that. Everybody sees things differently, and it's great. It's very important fucking detail.
Well, if the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them. They're not coming through. Trust me. I know how to keep my valuable head locked up tight.
Okay, nice.
Sure thing.
About your abilities.
What are you talking about, Lord Captain?
Yes, I guess are only granted the right to live with the Emperor's blessing. Have you ever been on Terra?
Look, Lady Theodora couldn't care less if some eggheads measured my brains or not. It's not about the seal on your forehead, get it? It's about what's in your gut. If it's rotten or not. My gut's stronger than None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well. Not even Abelard, and she was always closer to him than anyone else. She told me from the off if I ever listened to anything in the warp about her without her permission, I'd be going out through the air. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Only when I was asked.
Okay.
It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice.
She might possibly be, depending on how strong the soul rate of the lady was. Her soul might still be surviving in the warp, because everybody's soul goes to the warp. The stronger souls, right, they burn like candlelight, right, but then eventually get torn apart, right, by the demons and the creatures of the warp. So most people don't have a very strong soul, so they normally just go straight into the warp and disappear. The ones with the stronger souls and like people with psychic powers, right, and stuff like that, spend kind of like candles in a dark room. You want to spot the candle, so the demons come along, they rip them to shreds, their souls to shreds, right, and torment them for fun until their soul disappears like everybody else's.
Of course.
Right, okay, journal. Oh wait, journal. Let's see. Right, I've done that. Looking for trouble, I need to get those done. Right. Right, so I don't need you. Right, I need new blood. Right, I could probably... J. I don't want to be shown completed quests. Thank you. Right, where do I need to go? Is it down here? Do I need to speak to this guy? Where are you? You! No, I must take my leave. Ah, right, okay, the map. Let's see. Oop. Let's go to another compartment, right? Let's see what other compartments I've got. Let's go to the sure. I don't know why I need all of them. I'm just going to the choir. Oh. Whew, 6 o'clock.
Ugh, they're staring at me with their burnt eyes like I'm a leper. I'm just passing through, alright? So you lots can calm down.
Like, normally, normal people aren't allowed through here. Because it's just the way things are. Ooh, good. Right. Go over there. Grab that. Thank you. No, look, and there's the main guy. Right. Anything else of worth of loot here? Right, everybody get down here, let's go. Nah, see, you'll pass the message through, and then these guys would normally come along and depict it.
The duty prevails.
Depict, right, however they see it.
Accomplished.
Lord Captain, visit of the rogue trader. Is an honor for us, like others, radio astropaths, a powerful sanctioned psyker who can send and receive messages through the spaces using their telepathic abilities. How can it be of use? Nah. Okay, tell me about that. Continue. Continue. This is just basic information, right, about, you know, they use certain different aspects of machinery, right, to tell things. These print out pretty much dots and dashes and stuff like that to report the messages, and then they've got other machines ready to print out what it is, stuff like that. What is this place? Discuss. I will speak later. End. Right, let's get back up here. Come on. I didn't see anything else that was of importance. And let's go to the Lord Captain's quarters. Think about breaking into that room, you know. Because I know there's a secret passageway there. I showed you that there was proof that there's a secret passageway there. Just couldn't get into the secret passageway. But there's a sword in there that is slightly better than one of the swords I've got. Wow, they really did just clear out everything, didn't they? Oop, link my account. I think we're gonna do that right for something. Okay, right, I do not need all those, all that. Don't need you. Oh, actually, may keep use. Oh, I'm gonna keep you? Okay. You can stay there, you can go in there. Alright. Go to that, okay. Good. Look at that blast. That's what I wanted. Heirloom, auto pistol, blast wave there. Collect all. I knew there was things in here that I needed to get. But I'm at 8 to 12, 15. Does not have an area attack, increases damage from all sources against any. Let's swap that out, eh? Right, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, right, just give us a second. Link your account. Authorize. Got it. Alright, okay. Right, into this room. What the fuck are you? Ooh, goods. Ooh. Final transaction rate of the charges are complete. The fiery record is now fully equipped. The object has been loaded aboard with its containment intact and placed in the foyer bay array to ensure maximum contact with the target. The target's estimate time of arrival, the fiery coin in is crewed by a server to high chance of shit returning are minimal. Okay. Anything over here? No. Let's see what the fuck that is. A long dead eyes rate of a fierce monster forever captured in fear and pain of its final moments. Hello. Would you like to take a bath? I think this is where I would heal my injuries. I think. I'm drowning myself? Okay. Right, let's move on across these sentences. Sure. Sure, she always livens things up. Let's see what this does. Takes a drone from her hookah. She playfully blows a few smoke rings as she lounges lazily near. This is nice. 5 of my cabins could fit in here. And don't get me started on the rusty nuclear cola shower. I'm pretty sure you didn't come here in so just I can die of envy, did you? What are you smoking over there? It's a mix of ale and it's pretty much just like tobacco, weed kind of thing. Got a kick to it. Not enough to knock you out, but enough to help you relax and distract yourself from your worries. The grey serpent of the caustic smoke slithers in your nostrils until reality becomes a blur. Your throat grows slow and sluggish, merging together in a bizarre kaleidoscope of mental imagery. Continue. After a while, the haze disappears and the images arrange themselves into shapes around your face. As she watches you curiously, can you hear me, my lord captain? Are you alright? A kick is certainly one way to put it. Wait till the crash gets you. Still, you want tough raid Nutriball. I've watched seasoned Voidsmen struggle to say 2 words after just a couple of drags. But here you are, clear-eyed, talking sense. What a difference between a warpstone and a distribute at the adapters in a Magistral. It's pretty much just a place where it's HR. But it's kind of HR meets logistics and stuff. Honestly, that is a funny joke if you know it. Pretty much, they are in charge, right, of the lumen is just a light bulb. Pretty much, the adapters. I can't think of the name. I just saw it as well. So that was the case, isn't it? Pretty much, they're pencil pushers, right? They don't actually fight. They don't do anything. Great bar. Sign papers, pass it on. Sign papers, pass it on. Sign papers, pass it on. They are fully responsible with how many soldiers get collected right from each place, how many soldiers get sent right to which legion and which unit, how much of the equipment gets sent right to each one of them, where they get how much food is taken from each planet, how much food is sent to certain planets, how much goods and stuff is taken and sent right to different planets and stuff like that. But because it's like bureaucrats, it's like politicians right these days, nothing gets fucking done unless it benefits them. And a Chaos Storm will end. It always does. That shit doesn't. How many tech priests does it? How many fucking pretty much engineers, right, does it take, right, to change a light bulb? 3. 1 the wave, right, a sensor. 1 to pray that your Messiah, and 3rd to serve, right, to do all the work for them. What do you call an unsanctioned psycho's cabin? An emergency airlock. Oh, that was funny. Interest photos, you two getting out quiet company and a pleasant conversation. The enforcers engage a puzzle. Do you mean us? I don't even know what you look like. You are like outside them. There. Sure. Orders received, your lordship. Right, we will commence relaxation immediately. Continue. I've got no idea what any of this does. So, well, what? 1 dude, 1 female. Okay, the enforcers are lean and muscular. They sit down awkwardly in a bathtub, clearly fighting the urge to stand at attention. Continue. Enforcer Nima, what would you like to talk about, your lordship? I wait your orders. You seem tense. Your orders are enjoy some food and Azmech. Right, the enforcers are barely able to conceal their excitement as they share delicious delicacies into the mouth. Normally, they won't get this. They'll get some Nutri-Paste, right, some rations, right, stuff like that. You would never have fruits, vegetables, cheese, nothing like that. They'll get some, they'll get some jerky. If we're lucky, they may get some eggs. If not, they'll get pretty much porridge, jerky, and some water to wash it down. And that'll be it. If they were lucky. Right? The enforcers buy delicacies in the mouth and wash them down with obscenely expensive drinks. They have never experienced anything like this before and likely never will again. It is a feast that will not soon forget, a story they will tell to their grandchildren someday. For 400 of years, our clans have been responsible for ensuring the rogue traders safety during times of leisure and relaxation. The enforcer's voice is filled with pride. I guard the bath chamber just as my grandmother did before me. She trained me herself and instructed me in my duties. This bath chamber can be more dangerous than a battlefield sometimes. You can slip in on a wet tail or choke, you can choke and drown. If the water is too hot, you can burn yourself. If it's too cold, you can freeze. There have even been cases where aggro machine spirits have released sparks of their fury in the water, and of course, there have been numerous assassination attempts, and the woman stops abruptly as the other enforcer loudly clears his throat. It's reassuring that it is reassuring to know my enforcers are prepared for anything. We live to serve your lordship, we'll keep you safe. What do you do in your free time? When we're off duty, we train, maintain our equipment, and pray at regular approved intervals. Continue. If we do have some time to ourselves, we may play some Tantolo? What's that? I'm actually curious what that is. Nope. Tantulo. Oh, fuck's sake. What is Tantulo? Right, and why have you took out the spaces? What is Tantalo? Like, legit. It would be nice if I just got the information right that I wanted. Okay. I'm not sure what it is then, right? Because it's not telling this. Fucking useless pricks. Let's see. Yes, good. Nah, I don't want any of that. Hey, though for most part we barely get enough time to rest, let alone for leisure. The enforcer looks slightly flustered, but he quickly gets to work. After a little while, he presents you with a bust of the Emperor about half the size of your palm. The Emperor's visage has been recreated with incredible precision and attention to detail. The small coffin surpassed the work of many skilled sculptures. Right, what a curious hobby. But the coffin is yours and you should keep it. The enforcer carefully takes back the soap sculpture. Thank you, your lordship. You may relax here until I am finished bathing. We would consider it a great honor, your lordship, Ray, but please do not tell the Master of Arms we joined you, Ray, in a blunders. Mistress Saucer Back will beat us bloody if she finds out. Relax and close your eyes. The tension slowly retreats. Before long, you surrender the bastion. Yes. Troubles, worries, loss. Continue. In the conscious mind, what fills your consciousness? We'll get some dogmatic points. Okay. There, finish. I'm guessing that's... Oop, fuck me. I don't know why that does that. Right, I know about you. There. Okay, so you're just a... Right. Display of fucking weapons. Claim your rewards. No rewards available. That's nice. And once again, majestic painting. Nah, just a tone made to explaining things. You know what? We'll call this here. And in the very next stream, very next stream of this, we will be going to. What are you? Right, that's me there. Then that's the prison world. Scan required. That's the. That may be. We'll go here, right? There's. Okay. Greetings, your lordship. Read a report that the choir raid is listening entirely to the Imperium and hoping to picking up voices right from the dynasty ships of our worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying. Instead, amid the Imperial turmoil, raised something of screaming. The scream raid is driving our choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the dynasty worlds. It is coming from the Rykard system's astropathic station, the lighthouse. What is the nature of the scream? We do not know, your lordship, right, but as a broadery the Imperium to a boil, there has always been a violent roaring ocean that could spell, see? He sees it as ocean. That could spell right doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, has become a cradle of madness where expelling images fuse together, twisting and cracking before crashing into the minds of all who receive it. A mighty warp storm. Yeah, it's pretty much if there's warp storm, you have fucking little to any hope, right? Traveling through the fucking warp, right? It makes it fucking pretty much impossible to travel in the warp. The likes of which, right, I cannot recall. Well, I cannot recall rages in the Imperium, and it fills me with terror. If the scream stops, we'll be able to contact someone. I humbly hope so, your lordship. Perhaps we'll manage to send a call right for aid right to the Von Falcurius worlds or one of the dynasty allies. We are going to pay a visit to that station. Thank you, my lord. The guide I made contact with the... Okay, so I need to go there. That's the prison planet. That's a lot of things over there. Lord Captain, reporting the heralds raid on Navis raid nobility continue maintaining Fox Island, perhaps due to Nuke 5 raid being off limits straight to visitors. We intercepted signals free from beacon drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected the accumulation of space debris near the spaceship's decks. Presumably, it is remains of the interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps an esteemed Navis nobility house requires aids. Therefore, cannot respond to our Fox transmissions. Order the Yorga crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain, the Fox remains silent for a while, Ray, but then you hear static and fidget Measure's voice. The officers right from the Orga crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note waves of distortion and unclear genesis right that are thrown off most of the readings. We are able to ascertain that the reactor core rate of the station is alive, but many components are unpowered, some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the center module, which means the station has not been abandoned, so the question remains. Why the esteemed navigators heralds ignoring us? Order the crew to commence decking at the station. Firm the Lord Captain, we do not know what is happening at the station, so we will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, may the Emperor's guide. The God Emperor light your path. And we will take everybody. Right. And as soon as we get here, we will save, and that will be where we're going to be picking up on the next episode. Looks like I'm finding place. Somewhere.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Oh, go on, son. Stand your ground.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
Again?
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you will be consigned right to oblivion for the transgressions against House. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants right from peril. Prayers will not help you, servants of the damned. In the name of the House Raid of Hosilian, I command you to execute the infidels. Don't think I've ever used the words infidels. That was a shotgun blast raid that went through the fucking raid dude. He should have took damage. Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Phalenic Oxygen, a tall man stops you right with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face. Not just his own blood, two jet black red unblinking eyes are watching your every move. Third one, the mark of the navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lower lids right in the middle of his forehead. Step back or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you, Emperor, be my witness. Right. No one has the right to interpret his will, right? So freely, brother. But wait, I recognize your coat of arms. You must be the Lord of Fun. Yes, I'm absolutely positive of that fact. Continue. And since the field has brought such an important person into my abode, right, I'll allow me to introduce myself. Before you stand, right, like, right, the Christoph August, keeper of the station. So you did not come to offer support to the traders. There's a great news. Having said that, you must understand that is a holy sanctum of the House of Stillion, and the path to it is only revealed right to a select few. It pains me to say that you are not on the guest lists. I'm looking for the Lord Inquisitor Interrogator. The leader Inquisitor Interrogator. I think I would know if such an important individual decided to pay us a visit. And where betrayal the most banal thing in the life right, and not bad of the ability. Don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Radar Stillion, the second keeper of this place and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up shuttles, brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unfortunately, they died to keep a prisoner. Greedy scum, I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Ah, fuck me, I'm all bonged up right with this fucking cold. No, it's not bad during the winter, it's during the summer I'm fucking ill. Vex falls silent for a few moments and then furiously slams right the end of his staff on the floor. This bad man has captured the Lady Cassandra and are now torturing her upstairs while we are at least chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone. We waste no more of my precious time. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask for you such a favour under different circumstances, and yet... how do I make this? Am I supposed to power that? If it's that's... I guess that makes sense. Right, the wars of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you if not for the sake of profit, right, but... No trader, right, aids will cost a hazard, but you should rejoice. And dialogue. Right. So, we will end this here. I hope you have enjoyed. And if you have, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, alright, okay. Alright, so without further ado, bye-bye.